Hello. Can you hear me? Hopefully it works. Just trying with my new microphone. Yeah, you can hear me. Good, good, good. So I'm using my new microphone. Hopefully there's a better audio to it, though I'm not entirely sure about that. We shall see. Yes, I noticed my glasses are green screening. I have green glasses. What can I do? It's well, it's supposed to be amber. I think it's to prevent the blue light from the screen. Um, I was trying to get that fixed, but yeah, it's maybe just lowering a little bit the green screen is gonna help. Nah. Turn flux on and take them off? No, it's actually prescription glasses. It's just the green tint to it is to prevent the blue light from shining too bright. Anyway, I guess I don't have another pair of glasses. I was trying to get NVIDIA Broadcast to work, but I didn't get it perfectly set up. So, yeah. All right. Let's let's get started. I don't know if people have started joining and are going to be following us here. I think I should be actually sorry. Actually, I think it tweeted already. It just tweeted from my personal account. I will just retweet. It did not. Oh, I thought it was tweeting. Okay. Alright, so I need to switch and well, Destiny, can you please tweet that the stream has started? Alright. Let's see, what should we be talking about today? So one thing I want to mention is the fact that we did release a bit later than I expected, but last week we did release the asset sync feature. We made a new release of the Forge VTT module for Foundry, so you can install it from within your Foundry game. Well, not game, like your Foundry instance, your local Foundry instance, and then from there you should be able to simply synchronize your assets locally. And we did post a tutorial that explains how to do that, how to create the API key and synchronize your assets locally. We still haven't finished implementing the rewriting of the database so that your local world will use the local files. So that's still coming. And I've seen some requests on Discord about people wanting to potentially have the synchronization tool working outside of Foundry itself. So it's an idea that I would like to explore, and we will likely do that at some point, but I don't think it's going to be an immediate high priority for that. Anyways, other than that, we did release last time D&D Beyond integration to the Bazaar. We also are in communication with Mr. Primate, that some people would know as the developer who did DDB Importer. So Mr. Primate is working on the D&D Beyond importer for Foundry, and we have our own D&D Beyond integration here. So there's there's definitely some things that we are doing in common, both of us. So we want to be able to collaborate on things together and try to limit as much as possible duplication of effort, so that both our users get a very similar level of quality and experience. So yeah, there's that. I do want to also talk about a new giveaway that we are launching, because in 2 weeks, on May 22nd, more specifically, it will be our 1 year anniversary for the Forge. It's the anniversary of actually going public, actually releasing the Forge as a product that you could subscribe to. Before that, we had a Patreon system where you would be able to access the Forge for free as long as you were a Patreon of mine. And then I implemented the subscription model and then released it publicly. That was on May 22nd. And that also coincides with the public release of Foundry VTT itself. So we have a double anniversary on the 22nd. And to celebrate that, we are going to be doing a giveaway on Twitter, and we might also do some giveaways on Twitch on the 22nd. So the next dev update stream will be on May 22nd, and we will be doing the draw for our winners at the same time. So Destiny, I don't know if you have there it is. I think you've posted. There you go. So if we look at this tweet, want to win a gift card on the Forge, retweet and reply to this tweet for a chance to win a $20 gift card. 5 winners will be chosen. So that is the terms of the giveaway. So all you need to do is click that retweet button, quote tweet, reply to it, or just retweet it and click reply to this, and you have 2 weeks basically until May 22nd. So yeah, 13 days basically to do that, and we'll choose 5 winners for $20 gift card each. So there you go. I will post, or I think Destiny is posting. Yes, Destiny has posted in the comments the link to that tweet, so you can go ahead and do that. What else? Yes, in the Twitch 2 weeks from now, we will be drawing the winners, and we will also be doing a giveaway with the people that are on Twitch themselves. So we'll have a total of 10 gift cards to give out. What else? Let's see. Let's show you a little bit some new stuff here in the Bazaar. So from the Bazaar, we have many great content, as you well know, and we decided to start showcasing a few of them every time we do a dev update stream. So this week we will be showing this this map from the sewers that is part of the Goblin Explorers Endless Dungeon issue, which is the Endless Dungeon. There you go. So you have multiple maps, multiple contents, some battle maps, sewers, Scorched Temple, invaders. I don't know why I skipped that first line, but yeah, you have multiple stuff in those maps, and this is the result. This is one of them. level -5 sewers, and you can see really beautiful map with a lot of detail. You can see here there's some light coming from down below, and we have some doors, some skeletons, a broken barrel. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. There's probably some light emanating from this thing. You can actually see it flicker a little bit. Maybe it's just my eyes. But yeah, there's there's a very nicely done here little gate. And then you have stairs that can take you in or out of the sewers if you wish. So there was stairs over here as well, which is where our Nosferatu came from. And let's just deselect, and you can see the whole map here with plenty of content, plenty of tiles and small details all over the place. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this map. Really great. And then you can link it with other maps, so that, for example, you go out and then you end up in this. Let's select, which is this one from the Primordial Forge, a map from KaKaRoTo's. Let me open the link for that. Sorry. I am assuming that Disney is sending links. There you go. So you have from KaKaRoTo's the Primordial Forge, which is another module that you can install with this map. So you can see it's a really beautiful map as well, with lots of walling information that is already done. I can't move across this table, but I can go around it. You can see even here the light from this furniture thing. I don't know what that actually is. It feels like an altar. And let's see. So you have this beautiful map here, and there's a forge. We need to go to the forge. Everybody needs to go to the forge. And so yeah, there's lots of lighting all over the place, and the walls as well that are well defined for this whole thing, which is really great. And then, assuming that you need to roll, let's say, a strength check, you have Dice So Nice. That is a very, very popular module for Foundry VTT, and you can have, since recently, you can have these dice, premium dice, released by the Rollsmith, sorry, which is a site that makes these skins for Dice So Nice, that is developed by one of the main developers for Dice So Nice itself. So let's roll all these dice, and you can see how they look. Really beautiful. Let's try the orange marble one. Beautiful. So that's Dice So Nice. The Rollsmith, you can go to, where is it? I thought I had it open. Give me a second. There you go. You have the Rollsmith green marble dice set, which I showed, which is really good. You can search for Rollsmith. So they have both marble ones as well as wooden dice set, which look really good. Let me see, I'm getting some messages here. Okay, I can ignore for now. So yeah, that's the Rollsmith, and we have a bunch of modules here. Really great. Let's see. Um, let's go back to this Primordial Forge. I should have done this when we joined playing because it has a lowered volume a little. It has a playlist music that comes with it, and also a journal that explains a little bit about the forge itself, with all the various areas in it. The music is really cool. I feel like an epic battle needs to happen here. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna stop it so we can actually talk a little bit more about the dev update itself. We discussed the last time about some of these server stability issues that we've had, and we can go to the announcements where I explained a summary of the issue. I remember telling you that I would be explaining all of that with the technical details and everything. So I did post a detailed description of the problem and explained the issue with our service provider, DigitalOcean, that caused that. Oh, the music wasn't playing on your end. I will fix that. I will fix that because I want you to hear the music, which is really cool. Let me see. I think I needed to maybe do it like this. Can you hear it now? Yep, yay. Okay, so apparently if I set the audio output to be in my headphones, it doesn't go to OBS. I'll need to fix that for the next time. But yeah, that's the music from the Primordial Forge. It's, like I said, really good for battle scene here. Alright. Okay, that's enough. Let's go back to the subject I was talking about, the server stability. So last time I did mention the issue with the service provider, that we would be looking for an alternative service provider. In the meantime, what we had implemented was switching to dedicated servers that would fix the problem that they were having, basically. And I've also done some tweaks on our algorithms for auto scaling and things like that, load balancing. So that has helped a lot, to the point where I can actually say that in the past 2 weeks we haven't had any stability issues, any slowdowns, any lagginess reported. We did get some people reporting slow access to their games, but that's normal when the issue ends up being because of a very large world, or some other internet issues from the users point, but it wasn't any issues that we had with servers themselves. So that's really good. I'm very happy at the moment with how stable it is. So that has put a little bit more freedom in our timeline for moving to a different service provider potentially. I have reached out to DigitalOcean about the issues and trying to see how they can resolve it from their side, how they can give us potentially promises that this won't be happening again. If they can't, then I can't continue that way with them. But the dedicated servers currently, even though they are overpriced for our needs, they are doing the job really well. So we are keeping that for now. I have continued to look for alternative service providers, and I've explored many options. Unfortunately, I haven't found yet the one that I feel would be a great fit for us, because of the unique features that we use and the unique infrastructure that we've developed for the Forge. And a lot of those are either too big, and we're talking about AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure, Microsoft Azure's cloud offering, that they do just way too much and is not really a good fit for the Forge at all, in my opinion. Or you have others that are a bit smaller, and they either are not as reliable as I would hope, or they are not providing some of the features that we want to be using. So there is a path forward to moving to a different provider, but it might require me to implement some of the missing features that I am currently using with DigitalOcean that may not be available on another service provider. So that is why the migration might not happen right away. What I do want to do, however, is as a test bed to add a new region, adding a new region to the Forge, that would allow us to test one of the offerings, and how another service provider would be performing. And we have noticed that Australia is a little bit having difficulties sometimes with regards to connectivity. So I know that we don't want that kind of user experience for our users. For those who aren't aware, we have servers in 3 regions. So we have North America on the East Coast, we have Europe in Amsterdam, and we have Asia and Oceania with a server in Singapore. And the server in Singapore is really good for the Asian region. However, Australia sometimes has trouble to connect to it. So sometimes some of our users reported having to connect to it by going through the West Coast United States, which means their ping time to their Singapore region is even higher than if they connected directly to the North American servers. So we want to fix that, obviously. So I am thinking of potentially adding that new region with a server in Sydney, potentially right in Australia, to cater to our Australian users. And that would probably be with one of our with another service provider. This way we can test how that works in terms of stability and reliance and the feature set and everything. So that would be the first test, and from there we would expand. If everything works out the way we want, we would expand to switching our services to that same provider for the other regions as well. We have a question here from Alaric. Well, first of all, hi, ham cakes for phase 2, and also thank you, Big Boss Collins, for the follow. So Alaric, are there enough users in Australia to warrant that? That's a good question. There are enough users in Australia. Does it warrant deploying an entire new infrastructure there? I don't know, because it is very costly. Obviously, it's not just about the Forge servers or the Foundry instances. There's a whole other set of servers that need to be deployed, and more than that, it also adds a lot of complexity for managing the server itself. Like pushing an update to one server is not the same thing as pushing one to 20 servers across 4 different regions. And there's a new setup for the VPN that connects all the regions together that needs to be done. So it adds quite a bit of complexity. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I think that if you are an Australian user and you are noticing a big lag, a big latency to the servers in Singapore, then for you specifically, it would be worth it. So I think I want to give that user experience for our Australian friends, even if it's not going to be a potentially financially sound decision, let's say, because we have a few users there, but do their monthly subscription account for enough that there's a positive income rather than negative income from deploying a new server there? We'll see. We'll see. Eventually, I might think of it as simply a long-term investment, and we'll see about that. A region in Estonia, no. There is Amsterdam, which is more than enough for you, Alaric. I think you get like 25 or 30 millisecond ping. That's more than enough. What I don't want to see for Australian users is the 250 or 400 millisecond ping that someone reported recently, which is absolutely horrible. I know that I hear a lot of Australians saying that they are used to it because it's just how it is for them, but I still don't want that to be their user experience. All right. What else? What else can we talk about? Let's see. There was the 0.82 update of Foundry VTT recently. We have launched it on the Forge at the same time. You will notice, however, let me close this. You will notice, however, that it will say for developers only, because that is true. It is on the alpha channel, but I am keeping the alpha channel on 0.79 because there are some people who are on alpha and they don't realize it. They don't realize that it would mean that it automatically upgrades. So one of the features that I want to add is if you are on latest alpha or you are on latest stable or something of the sort, and then there's a new version that releases on that channel, basically, I don't want it to automatically upgrade your games to the new version of Foundry. I want it to tell you that the channel you are in just received an update and click here to basically do the upgrade. Because some people during the 0.7 series, some people were surprised by having being on latest stable, and suddenly it goes from 0.7.8 to 0.7.9 or something like that. The automatic upgrade is one of the features of the Forge, but some people were surprised by it. So I want to make it a little less confusing. To be honest, I didn't really expect that to be an issue. For example, when I was on Roll20, I didn't really know or care whether or not an update was happening to the Roll20 software. I would just log in and things would be potentially different, or a bug was fixed or something of the sort, and you don't really know those things. But because of the nature of self-hosted with Foundry, people are a little bit more involved and following the change logs and things like that. So it's not a surprise they would like to see sprung on them. So that's something I want to be working on in the near future, so that as the 0.8 series stabilizes, we are expecting a beta, I think another alpha first and then a beta release, and potentially a stable one within the next month or so. So it's going to be happening fast. So I want that option to be available for people as soon as possible. Apart from that, I think there isn't a lot to discuss in terms of new big changes to the Forge. Things are slowly changing. There's small changes that happen all the time. We're improving some of the things in the back end. We're stabilizing some of the features, looking at some of the bugs, and evolving the platform. And I hope everyone is happy with the service offered so far. I think they are. And if there's anything you guys want, we have a feature suggestion and a bug reports channel on our Discord. So feel free to go there and post your suggestions, or even on the forums. Once you have an account on the forums, you automatically have an account to the forums, so you can post your questions or suggestions in the site feedback category, for example. That would be a good place to go. That's it for me. We will be answering questions now from the chat, if there are any. I'm going to guess that Alaric is going to be the first one to ask a trolley question. We shall see. So, question time. So you want to know what the rest of the team is working on? Okay, good question. So Irrational is working right now on very small polish related improvements to the site. As an example, he changed the copyright header here, changed this to say "Made with Love" by KaKaRoTo. There's a small change also with regards to having the ability to change the Foundry core language directly when from the configuration here. So if I change it to Russian, then it would change the game to Russian and automatically install the module for it. And we had that option before when the game manager was disabled, but that didn't transfer when we changed when we added the game manager. So this was a little change that needed to be added. So small little details like this to improve the site in general are happening, and Irrational is taking care of looking for those small issues and fixing them. We have Zeal as well, who has joined us as a contractor to work on the website. So improving the navigation bar here with something that is a little bit easier to navigate is the first task that he's working on, and that will be released soon, hopefully. And then he'll also be working with the rest of the team on updating the website to be a little bit more representative of the kind of product that we are offering on the Forge. Destiny Gray is taking care of everything that I don't want to do, so he's not working on anything specific, but he is working on quite a few things, especially for the internal workings of the Forge. And yeah, Jeff, who I think you've talked to before, has been off for April, and he's just coming back to work with us on the marketing stuff. Did I forget anyone? Well, Kevin is always doing the same with regards to Discord, and helping as well with Zeal for the new site rewriting. I always forget about Kevin. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who is Kevin again? I forget. Who is that? All right. Hopefully, I think that gives you a broad view of what everyone is doing. I mean, most of them are just working part time as well, so there's that to keep in mind. But yeah, Irrational was the one who worked on the asset sync feature originally, so that was just finished recently and released. But yeah, any other questions? Only trolley ones. Okay, we're gonna skip the troll questions. in that case, and you can ask them to me in private, and then I will troll back at you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for asking your questions, and hopefully we see you back in 2 weeks after we get all the people uh, who who retweeted this tweet and and are there to get into that giveaway, right? Um, why do Alaric's pancakes look ugly? That is a good question. I'm gonna let Alaric answer that one. But yeah, so be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now on the 22nd for our next dev update stream, where we will be announcing the giveaway winners, but also something secret that I will be announcing on the 22nd. We shall see. Yeah, I mean, we have to celebrate the anniversary, so we'll do something, and we'll unwrap that little gift on the 22nd. All right. Yes, secret. That's it, I guess. Thank you, and see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye. I wanted to do this. I know you can still hear me. I wanted to do this first, and then I'll remove my microphone. Bye!